Have you ever wondered why a small group of islands in the middle of the sea has captured the attention of some of the world's most powerful nations? The South China Sea, calm and vast on the surface, hides beneath it a storm of geopolitical tension, national pride, and international power struggles. This isn't just about water or rocks. It's about control, identity, and influence over one of the most strategic areas on Earth. To understand how the world views the South China Sea dispute, we need to take a step back. The South China Sea stretches across a crucial maritime route, with over $3 trillion worth of trade passing through it each year. It's rich in natural resources, from oil and gas to thriving fisheries. And yet, it's also a region mired in conflict, with overlapping territorial claims from China, Vietnam, the Philippines, Malaysia, Brunei, and Taiwan. China claims almost the entire South China Sea under its so-called Nine-Dash Line, a U-shaped boundary that extends hundreds of miles from its southern coast. This claim, however, is widely contested. In 2016, the Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague ruled in favor of the Philippines, stating that China's claims had no legal basis under international law. China rejected the ruling outright. So how does the rest of the world see this dispute? From the United States' point of view, the South China Sea is a critical zone for maintaining freedom of navigation. The U.S. doesn't take sides in territorial claims, but routinely conducts naval operations to challenge what it sees as excessive maritime claims, especially by China. Washington sees itself as a counterweight to growing Chinese influence, supporting allies like the Philippines, and encouraging peaceful, rules-based resolution. In Southeast Asia, opinions are more nuanced. Vietnam and the Philippines, both with direct claims, often take a tougher stance against China, especially when Chinese Coast Guard ships harass their fishermen or build artificial islands near disputed reefs. On the other hand, countries like Cambodia or Laos, which have closer economic ties with China, tend to stay silent or even back Beijing diplomatically. Japan, although not a claimant, views the dispute through the lens of regional security. Tokyo is wary of China's assertiveness and supports stronger maritime cooperation with ASEAN countries, while also bolstering its own military presence in the region. Australia, India, and the European Union share similar concerns. They stress the importance of international law, particularly the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, UNICAOS, and express worry about how unchecked militarization could affect global trade and regional peace. Even nations far from the South China Sea, like the UK, France, and Germany, have begun to send warships through the area, not to escalate conflict, but to signal their commitment to freedom of navigation and the international rules-based order. So in essence, the South China Sea is no longer just a regional issue. It's a global flashpoint where local disputes intersect with great power rivalries. The world watches closely, not because they want conflict, but because how this dispute is handled could shape the future of international law, maritime security, and global stability. In a world where oceans connect more than they divide, what happens in the South China Sea doesn't stay in the South China Sea. It echoes in the halls of the United Nations, in military headquarters, and in the minds of leaders across continents. If this video helped you understand the bigger picture of the South China Sea dispute, don't forget to support this channel. Hit that subscribe button, share it with a friend who's into geopolitics, and let me know in the comments, what do you think should be done to keep peace in the region? Your thoughts matter more than you think.